Hello beautiful planner people, I am here today with a weekly plan with me. It is a memory plan and it is for the week of Pancake Day, which I can't remember the dates off the top of my head now, but I will show you in a moment. It's the third week in February anyway. And for this spread I actually chose two kits from Pink Planner Shop and I sort of merged them together, so you'll see them here, and I'll show you the bits and pieces that we actually used to get it finished. So in case you haven't used the Pink Planner Shop before, it's a digital shop and you essentially buy the kits, you download them and you can print them off as many times as you want, and obviously providing you have a sticker cutting machine, which would make it a lot easier, you can get more and more use out of the kits. I printed off a couple and I didn't print every single sheet off. I just printed off the ones I thought I would need, and then turns out I needed more. So rather than sit and print more out, I just merged two kits together, which is why there are two kits together. So normally you do get everything that you need within one kit. I just didn't print everything off because I was underprepared, so that was my fault. It's a gorgeous shop though, you should definitely check it out. I'll leave the link in the description. So I thought this week, rather than just talk through exactly what I was doing and why in the memory plan, that I would also add some questions from the stories that I put in my Instagram a while back, because I had so many questions that I didn't get to fit them into the last video that I planned to do. So I thought I'd just answer a couple more in case people were still wondering on any of those. So if I just flick through back to my screenshot, hang fire. Okay, so Lou Gets Crafty, hello. She asked, are you still subscribed to Simply Gilded, and if so, what are your thoughts of the sub? So yes, I am still subscribed to Simply Gilded. I do love Simply Gilded. I think the stuff's really cute, and when it is my kind of colour scheme, it's just heavenly to me. I started subscribing to Simply Gilded Subbox last January, so it's been like 14 months now, because I just always loved seeing the boxes. I was always like frantically trying to get stuff off D-stash pages, so I decided just to take the plunge and do that. And I think at the time it was $48, so it wasn't obviously whatever that translates to. And I did enjoy it. I did think it was expensive, but not for what it was. Like, I felt like it was good enough value for what you got. It was just expensive, like, for that amount of money to be used on a subscription a month, if that makes sense. Then this last month or so, because of everything that's going on with Brexit and with VAT charges and everything, there has been an increase of about £10 on the Simply Gilded subscription box, which is a lot. It now comes to £47 something for the full subscription, and that's without the add-on, but it does mean that you don't get customs because the VAT and everything's already paid. Now, I am currently sat on the fence about whether or not I'm going to keep my subscription, and simply because I don't always love the colour schemes, and that's not because they're bad, it's just because they're just not what I use. I am quite a monotonous person. I use a lot of pinks, a lot of gold, and not very much else unless it's a very light pastel and grey. Now, Simply Gilded stuff is often pink, and people often don't like the fact that there's a lot of pinks and golds, so I'm satisfied a lot of the time. But recently, Irene, who owns Simply Gilded, has tried to please more people, and quite rightly. So there's been a lot more darker colours, a lot more blues, a lot more greens, a lot of sort of browns and purples with silver foil, hollow foil. And don't get me wrong, they're all lovely, but they're not me per se. Now, the last box was called Iridescent Ink, and it was blues with a holographic foil, and it just wasn't my style, but I did manage to de-stash that for what I paid for it to a lovely planner friend of mine. So hi Emma, if you're watching, I hope you're enjoying the box. I just didn't want to keep hoarding stuff for the sake of it, because when you think about how much money you spend on that box, you know, if I spend 4 months not being totally into the box and not using it, that's £200, and that's a lot of money. So I'm currently on the fence basically as to whether or not I'm keeping the subscription, but I'm definitely going to keep it, I think, for a few more months, because spring is often when the pinks and the pastels and the golds and all the soft cute stuff comes out. And I was right, because this next month is springtime in Paris or something like that, and it's super cute and definitely exactly the kind of thing that I look for in the subscription. So that was a really long answer, sorry Louise, but roundabout way, yes, I love the subscription boxes when they are my style, and when they are not, I feel like sometimes I do waste them. And then obviously I don't get my money's worth, and although I could destash the stuff, I'm not that organised, and I currently have like about 10 or 11 items that I want to destash for Simply Gilded. I just haven't got around to it. They're in a basket in my office, so perhaps this will remind me to go and do that tomorrow, because I already have taken the pictures and everything. I just need to find out how much I need to charge for them. But yeah, I do love it. And before I go on to another question, I just want to talk about how cute this kit is. It was perfect for Pancake Day week. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It's so cute. And I love these little scalloped stickers as well. I think they just really add like a softness to the kit. And I actually was quite surprised as to how much I really enjoyed the yellow pop in the spread. So yeah, I really like that. And that dreamy kitchen on the weekend there. If that was my kitchen, I think I'd just spend my life in the kitchen. So yeah, I really like the artwork on this. So yeah, it feels a long time ago now this week, being Pancake Week. But let me know in the comments if you do celebrate Pancake Day, where you're from, and because I'd be really interested in seeing how sort of widespread Pancake Day is. I know it's like a Christian tradition, so it'll probably be all over the world, but I'd still be interested to know. And also what you have on your pancakes, because this is such a personal thing, and I love hearing about what people have. I'm quite like standard. I just tend to have Nutella and banana and whipped cream if there is some. My family, when I was growing up, always had lemon juice and sugar. That was their sort of staple. But my husband, who is from Yorkshire in England, they have gravy and tomato sauce on their pancake, so it's like a savoury pancake. My husband does it, my son now does it. I tried it, and I'm not gonna lie, it's not the worst thing I've ever tasted. Like, I expected it to be horrendous, because I'm just so used to having sweet pancakes. But yeah, it is weird. I still do find it weird. And also let me know in the comments what kind of pancake you have. Do you have a sort of crepe traditional pancake, or do you go for sort of the American style fluffy pancakes, Scotch type pancakes? I prefer the thicker fluffy ones, but we have both in our house, so it depends on what we reach for really. And if I go back to my Q&A, the next question was also from Lou Gets Crafty, and that was, what is your favourite planner? And I have to say that at the moment I have two, and it's the two that I'm using, and I think they will be my two for a long time. My crock planner, well, my vegan crock planner from Papershire is just absolutely gorgeous, and I love it. It's so nice, and I paid £150 for a planner from Lewis and Louisa, and it's real leather, and it's all bells and whistles and everything, and it's nice, but it just wasn't what I needed. And then the Papershire planner was £28, or maybe it was 35, but it was no more than 35, and it's incredible. It's perfect. It's exactly what I need it for, and do you know what? It just does what it says on the tin, and it's beautiful and pretty, and I just love it. And then obviously the personalisation for that is great because you can use whatever inserts you want, or you can use the inserts that come with the planner, the digital inserts. There's so much that you can do with it, so many different ways to use it, and I absolutely love the fact that it comes in so many colours. Like, I'm holding back so bad from buying some of the others, especially the thistle colour, which is like this really gorgeous lilac colour, but it's really soft and muted. It's almost like a grey. But yeah, the Papershire A5 vegan croc planner is probably my favourite. Very closely followed by this one, which is my Harriet Wright Designs 7x9 planner. And it might well overtake it, so like, I think they're going to probably be neck and neck for a long time. However, I'm still getting used to this one, so I'm still finding my feet with the Harriet Wright Designs planner, but I do think it's the most beautiful quality paper. I think she's designed it really well, and I definitely prefer it to the Recollections and the Erin Condrens that I've used in the past. So I would definitely say these two are my favourites. And just before I move on to any other questions, I'll just quickly let you know that the stickers that you can see on the page that aren't part of the kit, so all the ones in the sidebar, the vanilla ones, the little bunnies, and they are all from Papershire, which I absolutely love. I do PR, I'm on the PR team for Papershire, so if you need a code, my code is Holly10, and that gets you 10% discount. But you don't have to use my code, there's so many of them floating around. It just also gets you my sampler, so if you are interested in that, then feel free to use it. But do join the Facebook group because you can get discounts there too, and loads of different freebies as well as digital freebies every month. So definitely head over to the Papershire Facebook group, but make sure you answer the two questions, because it's got such a popular group. There's been a few issues recently with like robots trying to get into the group. But yeah, it's literally just like, what's your favourite planner? How did you hear about the group? So it's nothing too intrusive. It just means that we know who's a robot and who is not when we're accepting people into the group. But yeah, I absolutely love those stickers. I just think they're perfect for the way that I use my planner and the colours, because they're so muted and pastel and gorgeous. And Zenny is the most talented illustrator. The amount she draws, I can't even tell you. I don't know how she does it. She's superhuman, honestly. And my next question was, what do I teach? Which is a great question. I teach performing arts in a high school in Liverpool. So I did a degree in community drama, so my degree is drama performing arts based. Then I had some time out whilst I set up my business, which was a performing arts school on a Saturday, like for young people. Did that for a while. Then I worked teaching or delivering and assisting delivery of performing arts workshops to adults on the autistic spectrum, which I absolutely loved. Did that for about a year and a half, and then I wanted to go into teaching. Now, teaching at the time wasn't an option for me if I had to pay for myself to go through uni, because I didn't want to do that again and pay for it, because I wasn't very well off, didn't have the funds to do it. But there was a company called Teach First, and still is, where you can go. They do all the training for you, they pay for all the training for you, you learn on the job, and you're also given a salary. So I chose to try and do that, and luckily I managed to get myself onto the course. But they didn't do performing arts, or maybe they did, but it was really rare. So basically you had to train as a teacher in a different subject. So because I'd done an English A-level, they asked me to teach English. So I trained as an English teacher and taught English for 4 years. But when I had my son, I just found English so heavy going. There's a lot of planning, a lot of marking, a lot of weight on it, because it's a core subject. And And in the meantime, I'd also been teaching drama, GCSE drama and GCSE dance as an extracurricular at another school. So basically, long story short, or not so short, I handed my notice in for my English teaching job, which was full-time, and then went on to work as a performing arts teacher part-time, which is only 2 days a week, but it suits my lifestyle a lot better. So I currently teach 2 days a week, 11 to 18-year-olds, and I teach performing arts, which I absolutely love. And drama is my main subject, but we do teach performing arts as well, which obviously incorporates music and dance as well. So yeah, I love it so much, and the girls that I teach are incredible. So I'm super lucky that I dropped on with that job at the time that I did, and yeah, because of the 2 days a week, it's a lovely work-life balance as well. So I am incredibly lucky, and I do understand how privileged I am to be able to do a job that I love and also only have to do it 2 days a week. So I do absolutely love it. And yeah, I think I'd just say, if you're not enjoying something or it's too heavy going for what you need, see if there's an option to change it, because my life has exponentially got better since I swapped back to what I loved. And I think there's a lot to be said about loving the job that you do. So yeah, if you don't love your job, see if there's something that you can do to tweak that. So the state of me going through all these stickers that I haven't filed away, that I should have filed away from the week before, plan with me. I still haven't done it. I really need to go and do that. But yeah, I wanted to look through for the regular stickers that I use for certain activities, because I always use very similar ones. I'm a bit of a sort of, I don't know, I guess it's monotonous, but I just love it. It's what I like. So most of the stickers that I use on a weekly basis are from Papershire, because I love them. I just think they really suit the way that I plan, and I really like to look at them. So my Papershire stickers are my favourites. I just love them. And I'm really happy with how it turned out this week. The combination of the two kits from the Pink Planner shop as well as the stickers from Papershire, I just think really worked really nicely together. And the only thing that wasn't either of those shops, I think, were the foiled date dots, which were from Lily Blossom Designs. So I'll leave those in the comments and the description as well, sorry. But yeah, this is how it turned out, and I just think it was so cute. I love the muted colours, I love the yellow, that just sort of pops. I love the fact that Pancake Day made loads of sense with this kit. And I just think it was a really cute way to mark this week. So I will be back in the next couple of days, hopefully by Wednesday, with the last week of February all planned and all up to date. And then this next weekend coming, I'll be doing a March setup and a February flip through. So I hope to see you in the next videos. Have a happy and healthy week, everyone. Thank you so much for watching.